Might never add anyways.
Shame a killer.
Yeah, Shane Garner came in for sure.
Welcome, sports fans. Welcome back to another very special episode. I'm your host with the most, Joe, man.
I'm Rush.
And this is This or That Sports TV, the place you guys come to get the best, most interesting and riveting sports topics, discussions, and debates on the internet.
Yes, but before we get into today's video, don't forget to like this one, leave a comment, subscribe to This or That Sports TV. But one more thing for me, and that's to share the video to at least 10 people, get to 6 subscribers. Because each and every one, what?
Whoa. That pass a place.
We do what?
That's not your line.
What you say now?
You missed the line.
What is the line?
That's not my line.
What is the line?
Share the video to at least 10 people, then sure to get us 6 subscribers because if each and every one of you guys can, man. So we just have...
Bro, we're rusty, bro. Yeah, we just give you some grace. We're rusty right now, people. May I tell you the truth? And the truth is, man, I really feel so great. Because right now, I feel sick. I feel sick. But mentally, I prepare for your thing for you long. And that thing just not come true. So, I really that make a blame it for tonight, bro. So, give me some grace.
Alright.
You can excuse it?
Yeah, mama.
Alright, there we go. Anyways, people, the match done a few hours ago. We have to talk about it. Jamaica fell to the Democratic Republic of Congo 1-0. We are not going to the World Cup. It will be DRC going to the World Cup. And Curacao. And a lot of other teams. Way more teams than normally go to the World Cup. You see me? So, let's talk about it for a second. Let's do initial reactions.
Okay.
After the Congo game, what were you thinking?
Well, by the time the final whistle was blown,
Mm-hmm.
I was at the golf course.
Yeah.
Taking some shots.
Mhm.
Because I left me out as soon as the goal score. Yeah, it was frustrating. But it watched like a little bit after the goal score. I realized to how they play, as soon as we concede, we weren't going to get anything out of that game after that point. You can see that we were dejected.
Yep.
We were heartbroken and we were very frustrated. In addition to the fact that towards the tail end of the game, at last 10 minutes of regulation and then extra time, Congo had the game firmly in their grasp. So after conceding, I figured full well that there was no way that we were going to come back from conceding at that point based on how the game was flowing. So after we conceded, I can speak about my reaction to that, and it was what can I say? I was heartbroken, but also my expectations coming into this game, they weren't very high.
Yeah.
So it was almost as though I was waiting for the inevitability of Congo scoring.
Mm-hmm.
We took control of the game for a large part of the second half, and that kind of gave me a bit more hope than I should have ever had, and that is what it caused me to feel dejected after conceding the goal. But
Yeah.
this is definitely not the most heartbreaking experience I've had with the national team.
No, and I kind of feel the same way. Because coming into this game, I kind of protected myself a bit. You get me? So whenever I get my hopes too high, I didn't think that we were going to play no great football. I didn't think we were going to dominate Congo. I didn't think we were going to make it to the World Cup. People ask me today. So Jamaica play today? Yeah, Jamaica play today. Who will play? DRC. Oh, we are going to win?
Probably not.
No, I don't think so. But me, I cheer for my team still. That's literally my response today. And I said that a few times to a few people. I don't think we're going to win. I hope that we win. I'm going to cheer on my team. But realistically, I don't think we're going to win. No, after the game, I can tell you I probably the game made me feel a little bit better about our chances than I did before the game. Yeah, me, I say I saw that game, bro, and within that game, I tell you, we had a chance. We could have won that game, and I think had we managed that game a little bit better, and we're gonna get into the crux of it and talk about how it actually transpired. But I think had we managed that game a little bit better, we could have gotten something out of it. No, my initial reaction after the game is also a bit proud in the effort. I'm a bit proud of the effort that the boys gave. The football and the tactics were never going to be great for 90 minutes. Yeah, much less if we put it to 120. It was never going to be great after 2 weeks of less than 2 weeks of training. This is RUDOLPH SPEID first go at it. a few new players, a good amount of new players in the team actually playing a big role in it. It was never going to be great football for the entirety of it. You get me? I say, but the effort that was shown, I can't fault that. Desire and the intent that was shown in this game, I can't fault that. You get me? I say, but those are initial reactions. Let's talk about the starting lineup. So Rudolph Speed went with Andre Blake in goal, Ronaldo Webster left back, Ethan Pinnock, Richard King as a centre back. So he went to Joel Latibody as a right back.
Yeah.
The three in midfield was Isaac Hayden, Casey Palmer, and Bobby Reed. And the three up top was Liam Bailey on one side, Tyrese Campbell on one side, and Bailey Kadamatre up top. How did you feel about that starting 11 coming into the game?
I think that is. You know, I don't think you got it wrong. I think that's the starting lineup that I'd have probably gone with. Maybe would have probably give Clark a next crack at it based on what it's in the first game. But then again, we get a Caledonia team and we not see nothing from. Like, we never get as much from the attack as we would want to get from the attack. So it's understandable why I make a complete change. So and Tyrese Campbell, if I'm not mistaken, him did have a decent impact in the Caledonia game, and I think him earn him spot. So me not have no gripe with the starting 11. When I saw that starting 11, I was like, all right, this is probably what I would have gone with, based on Webster's performance in the last game. Cara Anderson wasn't it at all. I don't think we spoke about the Caledonia game. Cara Anderson got his chance in the middle of the park to stamp his authority, to prove that he does in fact belong in this national team's midfield. And it never really grabbed it with both arms. So I think Casey Palmer came back for what was his spot and has been his spot for the longest while. And so yeah, I agree with the starting 11. I think it was possibly our strongest 11 that we could put out there. So good on Rudolph Speed for picking the right team, in my opinion.
Yeah. So the thing is, the starting 11 I didn't have a problem with. But I'm going to be a little bit of a hypocrite, bro. I wouldn't start the team that he started. But after he picked that team, I was kind of open to see what the team would have done. I would have gone much more defensive in my approach than Rudolph Speed. I would have gone trying to steal something from the game. I would have parked the bus and tried to hit them in transition. Obviously, if that was the intention, then the starting lineup is clearly not the starting lineup to do that. Rudolph Speed never have no intentions of doing that.
Just there tell it. Also, that wasn't his intention.
Right, so I can't have a problem with him starting lineup because based on what he wanted to do, he picked the perfect starting lineup. He never go too careless.
I have confidence in him team, and he believed that he could play with this DRC team, and you know what? That was refreshing for me.
Bro, what if I said rightly so too? Because I can tell you one thing. I can tell you coming out of the first game, I was impressed with New Caledonia. And after the second game, I was unimpressed.
Underwhelmed with that DRC.
100%. I thought this DRC team was way better. I can't say that they're not good.
Them have the players.
I thought they would have played much better. Maybe Jamaica did kind of thump them at the mouth, to come out of the blocks. But I thought this DRC team was not USA, bro. They were not Mexico. I don't think so. I think they have the players to be, but I don't think.
I don't think they have the players to be Mexico.
You don't think so?
Definitely not USA.
Probably not USA.
But probably comparable to Mexico. But
Mexico better than DRC, bro.
Yeah, this team is not. Because remember, we said it, We said that Canada team that we beat is a better team than this DRC. Which is what gave me confidence that maybe we could have come out and get a result. So I knew that this Congo team wouldn't have been a team of world beaters.
You're a top 20 team in the world.
They were at 48.
Oh, these are them right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have it mistaken.
Yeah, I know so them wouldn't be world beaters. But me figure so them have good players. Them would have come out and put on a good show. But what if I tell you that the way how we view our national team is probably the same way how them view for the national team. Where them have these dual nationals and them are playing top leagues at relatively good teams, and them say, yo, that team is way better than them actually is. I think Congo probably suffer from that same delusion we suffer.
They are the Jamaica of Africa.
Them good.
Mayor man said.
They have a lot of dual nats, a lot of players who play in relatively good competitions.
You put the mic closer to
play in top 5 leagues. But they're a top 50 team in the world. I think they're better than this Jamaica team, and they have very good players, but I don't think they're as overwhelmingly better than us as we initially assumed. And we
Yeah,
saw that at full display
for
today.
sure. So, based on that, I thought Rudolph Speed did the right thing. I thought um, he started with the right starting lineup, and we're going to transition a little bit into the approach that he took in the game. My thing, and we're going to get to it later down, maybe after when we talk about the approach.
Yeah.
I thought he approached it well. I thought the intention from him was great, and the players also. But once you get to that 80th minute, bro, start manage the game. You have to manage that game better. I think we were a bit careless. I think we were a bit overzealous and tried too hard to win it. I think we should have just taken with the draw and try go penalties, bro. The man them start kill we after the 78th minute.
Yeah.
The man them literally pin we in for the
After
78th. After
we took a hold of the game in
Mhm.
the initial part of the
Mhm.
second half.
We disrupt it with some subs.
Yeah, because no, even before the subs, I remember you messaging me and saying the game open, and
Mhm.
did agree. And after that, we kind of slow it down. We
Yeah.
kind of circle the ball. We
Mhm.
kind of
We get a
take the
little bit
game
of
in
yeah,
our
yeah,
own
yeah.
hands. You get
For
me?
sure.
And did have them on the defensive for a long time, which I was very proud of how we were playing football at that point. But we had to expect what the mathematicians and the economists refer to as a regression to the mean,
Mhm.
because it's inevitable. Them have players who are just as fast and as strong as our players,
Mhm.
who play at just as high, if not higher, level than our players. They're very good players. So them would eventually overwhelm me. They would eventually start hit us with their combinations. You get me? I say, and it would have been overwhelming. So you're right. We should have attempt to again take the steam out of the game. Muddy it up some more. Um, Become a bit more physical and try to interrupt them much more than we did.
Mhm.
And that carried over into extra time. And them just
100%.
start overwhelmed with them, just start dominate with just good players. We used to start showing class. We see one Bissaka's playing high up the field, start
Man,
creating
them
more
pin win,
where
bro.
we never see in the initial stages where them start showing them class.
Mhm.
And the inevitable goal came.
Yeah. The approach, though. Let's talk about that for a second, because I don't think I've seen Jamaica play such a expansive football since maybe Paul Hall,
Mm-hmm.
maybe Grimmy for a second. Me not see Jamaica like put the ball on the ground and pass it round and try break lines and punch the ball into the midfield
And
to
there's
Casey
and there's
Palm
and that are the answer to that.
mhm,
The midfielders, Isaac
mhm.
Hayden, Case Palmer, and Bobby Reed,
Yeah,
finally look progressive
yeah.
for once.
But
Finally,
maybe they're asked to look progressive. Maybe Steve McLaren never do that.
boy,
Are the same players I played?
them look better today.
Yeah, it wasn't perfect.
Especially Isaac Hayden
Hmm.
and Case Palmer, especially from minute 30 to about minute 70.
Yeah.
The man them but even in the first 10 minutes, you see where Casey Palmer
Well,
have intentions,
hmm
where I make turns, I look for advance the ball. I was struggling with a bit too many back passes at
hmm
some points.
yeah.
But we can also see what we never normally see, where them looking for to get the ball and open up them body and try to move the ball forward. Jamaica taking control of the ball, making a more concerted effort to play the ball wide on the ground as compared to just hurl the ball forward over and over again.
Bro.
I see all of that, and made me very
Hmm.
proud with how the midfielders play today. I
Yeah.
must say.
And me take a quick prep on YouTube and I see some sentiments that I can't agree with, and I think it's just wrong. I think a lot of people right now are blaming Rudolph Speed one for the football that was played, and I think that is just wrong. I don't think that we played awful football. In fact, for the last 2 years, this is probably the best Mr. Jamaican team. Look,
Yeah.
you get me? No, it wasn't
Bro, for the
perfect.
longest while, we outpossessed Congo.
Bro, we are play football with Congo. We are create
And
chances. We are create
chance
half
after
chances.
chance, we get corner kicks after corner kicks after corner
Dangerous.
kicks. We get to them corner flag, and
Hmm.
we get into them 18-yard box
Yep.
from the goal line.
We are play out from the back
Yeah.
too, and we are play through the midfield. We never go over with team. You get me? I say when I get to the individual players, we make
That was
mistakes and
unique and
whatever.
different than what I've
What?
seen in a long time.
Ball a
So
punch hard
me
to
not
feet.
sure how me not, I you will look on YouTube, me not go look.
Yeah.
Me not have no time for that.
Hmm.
But me that curious to hear at least one argument against Rudolph Speed.
Bro, we probably have to do a collab. Because I hear it already, bro. Man, I say Rudolph Speed not ready. He must forgot this, he must forgot that. I say, what?
I remember in our last video, or I don't know if I made a video about it, me being not 100% sold on Rudolph Speed. And there's not much Rudolph Speed could have done in this game.
Mm-hmm.
And there I say, even if he did qualify for the World Cup, to convince me that
You might
he's
stop,
the person
coach.
for the job.
Mm-hmm.
But the football that was played today was much better than football I've seen before.
One
So I'm
hundred percent.
curious as to how. Cause you say you see people on the
Bro, me see it
internet.
already. Me not calling a name right now. You get me? I say, "Cause we're not really ready for that yet." But
My call name,
no,
brother.
man, me not,
You see people if me the on YouTube watch me that call name.
yeah, good for you. Go and go watch, and then the next time we record, you can call him.
Alright.
Me see it, and I think there are people in the comment section right now
Mm.
that share the same sentiment, but I can't agree. You
You
can't
want
tell me say,
explanation. Just tell me how and tell me why and compare it
bro.
to what we've seen
Me
before.
can say so many things that were different from this
100%.
performance, brother. The man, them obviously it was sporadic, but there was some pressing,
Just
brother.
the position stats alone.
Yes,
That in and of itself speaks for itself.
the man, them a win ball high,
Yep.
half a Congo. The man, them a win ball in the midfield and a play it forward fast. Casey Palmer pick up half spaces behind the midfield and
Mm-hmm.
actually a turn.
And Kadamatari them a try getting behind and
Yes,
we attempt to
bro.
make the true passes. I
Yes,
just
bro.
sometimes some bad touches fail. Cause we see
Mhm.
a couple of times when Kadamatari are getting behind, Leon Bailey are getting behind towards the flank to get me as a Tyrese Campbell.
Mhm.
So see fast when him come on also that was did I provide some danger.
Yeah, right.
So and that stem from the midfield. And that's them a lot of the passes where they make
Mhm.
into the forwards.
Mhm.
Bobby Reed and Casey Palmer was heavily
I
responsible
think
for.
I think where went wrong is that we lacked two teeth. We didn't have any clinical forward on the pitch. We didn't have anybody to have some audacity in the box.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? So we're getting at dangerous areas where we make half chances, but we not get shots on target. Or we are getting in and around the area, but we not pull it off. The corner kicks now be great.
Yes,
You get me? I say
the set pieces, man.
it kill we. So that's how me I say we were toothless, and it's almost like they realize that oh, Jamaica get in our area and they might get around the area, but they never score. And I kind of felt that while watching the game, where boy that goal they look like it now go come, because if it not come already after 60 minutes, it look like it now go come. We played our best football in over a year to 2 years. May I tell you the truth? This is the most expansive and most expressive I've seen Jamaica play. Casey Palmer like him can play some ball. Isaac Hayden control the midfield.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. Bobby Reed was frantic and energetic in the middle of the park. And I do feel him part too. Liam Bailey and Tyrese Campbell, them a try. It wasn't the prettiest game in the final third, but the intention was great. And I think Rudolph Speed approached this game from the start to 70, 75, 80 minutes. I thought he did well. It's just after that me have to kind of dock him some
Play
points.
like a coach and have nothing for lose.
100%. But also, bro, me I tell you, if I was in this in the boots of Rudolph Speed, that would not be the approach that I would have taken.
Yeah.
Me I tell you, some would have played. Yeah, my backline would have been no. My back me that take out Richard King and put Damien Look. I'm do a video and I'm release it like a minute before the game. It actually never pick up the steam because the game start.
Yeah.
You get me? I say, but me would have start Damien Look, me that drop King. Because King I do the same thing for like 10 games now.
Mm-hmm.
King a give her the ball, King out of position all the time. King a try kick with the ball with every single part. He
And I
might do
see it
it since
against
Copa
them.
America. Not Copa America. He might do it since the Gold Cup. You get me? I say he might do it for over a year now. King actually is playing his worst football for Jamaica that he's ever
And I
played.
was going to say, based on all the circumstances surrounding him and his career, and
Mhm.
Damian Lowe and his
Mhm.
career, I believe, rightfully so, he has earned
His
his
selection,
spot
of
in the
course,
starting 11. However,
he
he
might play
not
himself in a drop,
justify
bro.
it, yeah.
He might play himself in a drop.
Alright, brother.
So I would have dropped Richard King for Damian Lowe, and I did say it in the video that I recorded. Would have play Isaac Hayden. Where's Mr. Would have play? I say me that go defensive in my midfield. Who me that play? I say me that play Kyrie Anderson again and just ask him to be better with my ball. I think going forward he wasn't great, but off the ball him that put in tackles, him that run around. It's just that on the ball him never look like a great midfielder. And then I say me that play Bobby Reed just for the energy. I say me would play Cephas as a forward, then plays Tyrese Campbell for him energy on the wing, and ask Liam Bailey to be an outlet. I just ask them for work hard. Don't give the ball in the midfield. I mean, I try to play over the top.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I would have tried to play. Pon the transition or over the top. Me nah try. Them ball in the midfield, brother, it was so refreshing. Them half turn there, so refreshing. I wouldn't do that. It would have been risky for me.
Yeah.
But what I would have done in that situation is realize that, oh, I'm actually like that team too much respect and
Yeah.
change it. Rudolph Speed never give them no
But by
respect
that
from
time,
jump.
they're probably too late.
It probably would have too late. So
Yeah.
that's why I say Rudolph Speed actually have the right approach.
Bro,
I was probably a bit too
agree.
cagey in my approach. Rudolph Speed actually had the right approach,
You get that
started
right.
he got it so right. Where I think his coaching let him down now, his game management and substitutions. I thought Casey Palmer should never have come off of that pitch. The attack was going through Casey Palmer. Casey Palmer was the one with most of the intention. Lost a little bit of steam in the game, but the game was dying out. And the change that who did come on and play
And
number
the
10?
first couple of subs, me
Or
never
8?
mind, you know.
No, man, I never mind Cephas. I never
Yeah.
mind. Where's it come on? I never mind Cephas. I never mind Webster coming off
Yeah,
Amari Bell
yeah.
because he was on a yellow
Yeah, that
card.
was the last.
But taking off all three of your midfielders, bro.
The first sub,
Mm-mm.
I was impressed with.
I can tell you all of them, man. So the first sub we make was Efron Mason Clark for Tyrese Campbell. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
You get me, I say?
Yeah. If I remember when they tell me, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Clark looked like him did have something could have offer.
Yup.
So that was fine.
Ronaldo Cephas for Bailey Kadamati. I don't mind that because
Yeah.
I forward more Cephas play. Cephas play on the wing, he now go defend.
And Kadamatari also, you know, he never have that creativity or dynamism where we did need to break down this defense. So try and see fast for Kadamatari. Me never mind that at all.
Exactly.
That we are play ball of foot same time and want some players to get in behind.
And what we saw
those two subs, I was impressed.
And what we saw from Cephas was really good because Cephas did not play forward, but Cephas a drift out to left and drift out to right. And when him get right, you see me, so I like that. The Ian Frey for Isaac Hayden. Boy, I made a push Isaac Hayden a little bit more, but it looked like injury.
Isaac Hayden
couldn't go. In couldn't go.
When he come off, which is why I didn't respect that change, because you could have seen Isaac Hayden.
You know what I did think?
Tired legs.
The moment the sub happened, I said, Joel Latibodiera play midfield and Ian Frey go right back. Ian Frey going at the midfield. And it wasn't great. You get me? I say, so I never. That's probably personal more than anything else, because I never really have much else. Tyrese Hall, come on, slow down the game way too much. The intention just dropped, and he was on the ball so much, and I was looking for so much more from him. In terms of, you have space, turn and try and make a forward pass. It looked a little bit too safe and slow for me. You get me? I say, can see a ball, can see him have touch. But yeah, it good. But I never him. Me see you say it's never him. I see fast that bro with the quick foot.
The commentator them say
them wrong.
The commentator them put me off.
That was not Tyrese Hall. Tyrese Hall was on the ball. Don't get me wrong, and his touches were good, but it was too safe and sideways and backwards for me. Too slow. So me never loved that sub there, but at the first way I see him, it is what it is. Amari Bell for Webster, I never mind that. The one that I hated, I'm going to say it a while ago, was Norman Campbell for Casey Palmer. I thought that was an awful substitution. Norman Campbell is a winger. Casey Palmer is our most dangerous midfielder at the moment. He asked Norman Campbell to come play top link, bro. Or number 8, whichever one you asked him to come play. That was an awful substitution. And then now you have 5 wingers on the field. Or 4 wingers on the field. We never need that, brother. Casey Palmer, run till your lungs bust. And when you're done, I put on a midfielder.
I'm rather a defender.
I put on Casey Palmer. I put on Damian Lowe 5 at the back. Yep. That was not the substitution. And I feared that is where Rudolph Speed lost that game, bro. I did not like it. Casey Palmer came on. Casey Palmer. Norman Campbell came on in the 90th minute to start the extra time. Yeah. It was not good.
So we never have
that's how we lose it, dog.
But then again, we also lost it with a mistake that led to the goal.
Yeah.
To be fair. But
true.
That's how
we
lose
the competitiveness.
Yeah. That's where we lost all ability to get anything out of the game.
Yeah. It was done. From now on, Campbell come on, it was done.
Because every chance, or the only chance we had to get something out of that game was stemmed from how Hayden,
Casey Palmer and Bobby Reader play. Yep.
To start the game.
Yep.
And from minute 30 to minute 70, the how instrumental those players were in Jamaica, seemingly having the opportunity to take something from this game.
Yeah.
The moment when none of those players were present, Ian Frey seemed like a massive downgrade to Isaac Hayden.
Yep. And I see he was a massive downgrade.
Norman Campbell and Casey Palmer, especially how Casey Palmer was playing today. It's a no-brainer. You get me? So at that point, we know if you have facts, so we never have nothing to get out of the game. So if we are going to take off Casey Palmer now,
yeah, I forgot defensive. Bro, I dare say.
Because we have nothing for the forward. So I better we just lock up a shot.
Yeah, bro.
So maybe our next defender in the box could have probably prevent that from score point. Because it's not like say the midfield did help sustain any damage, or the midfield did help. I mean, I look for the word, I can't find. It's not like the midfield there help we relieve the pressure. I don't like that at that point. Midfield that was there, that was left on the field. So then non-existent. So you can't even say, oh no, you take off a midfield and put on a defender, you got attract more pressure. That midfield that was there, them still cause this one will leave pressure for coming in for because them not having defense man, never they have nothing going forward anyways. So might as well bring on a defender, put more people behind the ball and try grind out penalties.
Yeah.
So the Norman Campbell one, me not see that, but we now see them train.
Bro,
We now watch the
Norman Campbell is not a midfielder. That's the first thing. Norman Campbell has never played midfielder for Jamaica. Play as a midfielder. You have Kaya Anderson on the bench. Who else would have as a midfielder? You have the youngster name from St. Catherine play for Racing, where you bring in instead of calling the juvenile.
Yeah.
You get me? I say Nikhil Ellis. You have Nikhil Ellis on the bench, but me would have probably go for a case a Kaya Anderson just for give you a little bit more
if even
defensively.
Have to be Kaya.
Have to be Kaya Anderson for Casey Palmer. You get me? I say, and even if you're gonna do that, then put on Damien and go three at the back.
That would have been my option at that point. At that point, me the rock with Casey Palmer until him legs drop off, and then after Casey Palmer done, me look on the bench and see that there's nothing else there. It would have been Damien Low time.
Yeah.
Carry me the penalties and Jay Blake with me a football match.
But to move off of the actual gameplay, I was pleasantly surprised.
What them say about like the criticism where them have for Speed. I said,
Me probably saying some if I see it again, but the initial reaction, not impressed. People have me that watch Ryan show. I me that watch. Who else me that watch? Gunners podcast. That dog them actually think that dog has some good content. Some have good insight. You get me? I say they can't hear him on him. Shout out. Man, a slaughter speed, bro. Slaughter speed, but that was emotion. It's more when they disturb everybody, bro. You get me? I say him actually a crash out.
Like we love to referee teeth.
Yeah, him a crash out. You get me? I say run with speed. Ryan ought do the same thing. Ryan I say oh speed not ready. Speed can't coach. Ray. People are calling to Ryan show and a slaughter speed. See him. I say him get him chance. See they're not good enough. I mean I say how do you leave this game saying all those bad things? I say I just want criticism against me. Bro, I was actually baffled. I'm like, bro.
You and Philip, they're on an island.
The only thing you know talk about speed right now, I say him can't manage game. Cause bro, lock shop, you know. Lock shop and try to draw this game, you know. Cause, bro, we were not in the game after the, let's say 88 minutes.
Bro,
we were never in it.
I never expect to play such good football.
90 minutes and nil all though.
Not even the nil all. I could have seen nil all. I could have seen Andre Blake and make dozens.
We're going to talk about that. Cause
but me never see where I get 7 corner kicks. Me never see where I get good opportunities.
3 back-to-back corner kicks.
Where I play football in behind the Congo defenders. Me never see where I get in them box time and time again. Bro, me never foresee that.
Yeah.
Me never foresee that at any point, any at all. So the fact that that was a thing, bro, man, I have to give kudos to Speed.
Give kudos to Speed, bro.
At least from minute 1 to minute 85.
Yes. After that, I think he botched the job. I think that substitution, the one they made kill him for. The Norman Campbell one, and also just not managing the game well. You get me? I say, just being too careless and bro, just, you have to dial it back. You have to dial it back a little bit more, and I think that's where experience come in. Hold on there. You're good, man. Yeah. I just probably that loose or something. Talk again, let me see. Alright, maybe a 20 half. Saito. Just hold it up yourself, man. Hold it up yourself. Yeah,
experience.
Yeah. I think it's just Speed's lack of experience right there.
Yeah.
And, bro, I'm tired to talk about that now. So, make we get into the players. Because that's just the approach. Maybe we can talk about Speed a little bit at the back end, but let's talk about a few of the players. I remember us having a conversation maybe 2-3 months ago where it was a studio talk episode. I would say who's going to be the most important player for Jamaica. Remember, if we are going to make it to the World Cup, and obviously you said not Damien Lowe, you said Andre Blake, and I said Liam Bailey. Me did tell you right after something. I actually agree with you, but we just didn't make a show. You get me? I say, and let's start with Andre Blake, our skipper. What do you think about his performance and what he did to offer us a chance to make it to the World Cup?
First of all, big saves as was expected, but also I'm satisfied with how he managed the game. I'm satisfied with how the passes were make, long passes and short passes. You know, I'm satisfied with how him lead the team. Him
I
come
mean,
out
alone Sister Blakey not talk.
and him impress me. Eh?
I mean, alone Sister Blakey is not talking. I don't know what is this new subdued Andre Blake. In our 2 games, bro, I see Blakey attack. Blakey normally a shout. Blakey a dictate. Blakey a
Yeah,
talk,
but
bro.
at the same time, me
What
think
happened?
I'm not sure that,
You
bro.
see, yeah, you see that?
It's hard to see communication on the field when you watch on the TV. Yeah. When you're up on the sideline, you will see and hear. So, me not give that much
Bro, I mean,
credence
even in his expression, even in
in look.
him look disengaged, bro. Me
You
I tell
think
you,
so?
yes, brother. Me I tell you the truth. Me not see it from Blake. Me not see the locked in. Me not see it. No, his performance is
Yeah,
saying a different
that's why
thing.
I said. Me not notice that.
But me not see the
Maybe maybe he's a more mature composure.
maybe.
I don't know.
Me not see the
But
passion and the usual dictating what me see from Blakey over the years, bro. Me never get that from these 2 games. But carry on.
yeah, as I said, with him, I say good saves. He make good passes. I think he made good decisions. Sometimes he was forced to make clearances off him left foot, and him do it well enough. He made a couple of long passes that stuck, and then me see him penetrate the midfield, play balls into the midfield at times. Sometimes hold up the ball a bit too long, and me think that from a lack of confidence. But
You know, I'm ball playing.
yeah, but a lot of the times we see him make the right decisions, both on his feet, both when managing the game with his hands, and he make big time saves as Andre Blake does. And I think he was very important today. And how do we manage to carry this all the way? He would have probably been my top candidate for man of the match.
Yeah, I think Andre Blake gave a good account of himself. We can't ask him for more.
Yeah.
I think with all that he had,
Unless
he
must
gave
start
us.
score some goal, dog.
Him can't do much more. Even bro, in ball playing, be
Yeah.
satisfied as you
Yeah.
say. Managing the game, is satisfied. I can't complain about nothing with Andre Blake. As me say, I'd love to see our leader some more. Obviously, in the huddle, I see like him attack, but on the pitch, bro, I'd love to see a more dominant
Bro,
personality in the goal. Hard for see, I know.
Yeah.
It's hard for see over the TV, but you usually see it over the TV. That is what me I say. Me usually see Andre Blake a show. Me usually see Andre Blake a talk. When a mistake gets made, like we did need Richard King. We did need somebody to tell Richard King to stop kicking the ball, bro.
Ethan Pinnock there tried to do that.
Yes,
Not
and you could have seen that through the
Yeah,
TV.
not Blakey.
Bro, Blakey looks so clocked out. But I can't say that affected his performance, and maybe he wasn't. As I said, maybe he's just a more mature, lead by example type of Blakey right now.
Yeah.
And I have to give him props for that, bro. Blakey was probably our most important player in this game, and he had to be to give us a chance because they were
for the last decade.
exactly they were going to get chances, they were going to get good opportunities, they were going to get more shots on goal than us from jump, and Blakey would have needed to make a good 2-3 saves,
Now, I feel
and he
so
did.
bad to Andrew Blake now get to play in our World Cup.
Yeah, he deserved it.
He might the only one who feel bad
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, I probably the only one who deserve it.
Oh,
Actually
boy.
deserve for playing at the World Cup. You get me? I said the rest of the team, as I said, gave a good account, but only the deserve. You guys had a whole group, an easy group stage to make it to the World Cup,
Feel so
and
bad
you
to
didn't.
Andrew Blake will never play in our World Cup.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but that. Andre Blake, big.
Maybe Jamali wait, mate.
Maybe. And bro, me not get my hopes up. Me need to see proper. And
Bro,
you know,
if we not qualify in 48 teams, we'll never go to the World Cup. Jamaica will never play World Cup football. And if you make a West Indies team,
we have to get better. And Jaja, dog, it's so disappointing. It's so disappointing because we had it. And the truth is, why I'm not as mad. The more me I talk about it, the more me kind of light up because I was pretty disappointed after the game. But I kind of come down back to earth. Obviously, it's the results. You have the emotions at the moment.
yeah.
What I liked from that game before we go on to the other players, bro, my sister Jamaica can play football, bro. My sister we actually have players where with proper coaching or with a proper system. Because it was a good test. As I say, it's not the best team in the world, but it's a good team. They beat Nigeria, draw with Cameroon,
That is better than us.
finished second in
With better
a
players than us.
CAF, whatever that's supposed to be down there.
Semi-finals, not Afghan.
Afghan, me supposed to say.
Yeah.
The man them a do them thing. It's a good team, and we got a good test, and we actually played football with them. And the first time we see we are playing football with people. We play football with a Canada before. We play football with a Mexico before. You get me? So we know we can actually play football with proper coaching, and that was interesting to see. So I like that. Left back, Ronaldo Webster. And maybe I use that as an opportunity for Judge Ronaldo Webster over the 2 games, but you can go.
Ronaldo Webster, initially, I think he was giving us some going forward, which I appreciated. I like his aggression. I like how him tackle. I think him there track back. Him cost you a couple of times because he was high, but you have to give forget.
Yeah, that you get asked for do.
And I think Ronaldo Webster, Jesus, might be a left back going
You
forward.
know the website is better than Marbell
Yeah,
over these two
yeah.
games, and he's played consistently over the two games. Remember
Mhm.
after the first game, I message him, I say, yo,
Yeah.
Ronaldo website look good.
Mhm.
He's a proper outlet, a
Yep.
ball playing left back,
Yep.
defensively solid,
And he look like
never lack
look
energy.
like him good pan set pieces
Yep,
clearly because them put him on the one where lead to the goal.
yep. And even after this game when him come off, it wasn't a big drop,
Yeah.
but there was a drop when
And
Amarbell came on.
different players, you can tell that Amabel just don't possess what another Webster
No.
have. So
Webster can knock you later, bro. Webster baller.
for sure.
You get me? I say I like that from him. I like the fact that he had intention. I like the fact that he wanted to get forward. He made runs, and even on a yellow card, he was bro. Him that manage himself
Oh
well.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I wasn't worried for a second.
You see me? So I like that, and he was riding the line a bit well. You get me? I say he was making hard tackles. He was getting him, but he never be careless. He never be reckless. Me never worried for a second, bro. When him come off, I say, all right, good substitution because you
And
don't
also
want
we
to leave
have
him.
competent
And we have competent backup.
backup. Yeah.
You get me? I say so. But I can say, Ronaldo Webster, I need to see much more of you as Jamaica's left back. You get me? I say, can't fault him for the performance. Can't fault him for Jamaica not getting anything out of the game. I'd love to see some of the deliveries into the box a bit better because we are getting at the ears and we are trying to cross the ball. We now get it past the first man at the times. And if we get it past the first man, it overshoot the box. You get me? I say, someone want to see a bit better deliveries. I'd love to see Ronaldo Webster and some of the corners come here say him can kick set piece.
Yeah.
You get me, I say. But good performance from him. Those two games, solid showing. So, big up to you. The two centre backs, or maybe we can do Ethan Pinnock before we do Richard King. Come on, talk about Richard King by himself. So, let's do
All right.
Ethan Pinnock.
Ethan Pinnock. First of all, let's just say this: Ethan Pinnock is not the same Ethan Pinnock that we were first introduced to.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, that's expected.
Yep.
Because he's supposed to be past his best right now, and that his age is reflecting in his football right now. Not only for the national team, but also domestically as well. He's not the same central defender. So suffice to say that this would have been his last chance playing a World Cup.
Yep.
I think
I'll be late 30s in the next World Cup. It not got. Maybe not. Maybe.
we can no. Ethan Pinnock now go there for the next World Cup. Maybe we can help in our next World Cup campaign.
Yep.
But Ethan Pinnock look like him come towards the end. Still the best we have though.
Deshaun Bernard and Richard King, bro.
Yeah, still Ethan Pinnock still the best we have right now, so we have to ride that wave. Not gonna miss having a left-sided centre back. Bro, you have a time when Ethan Pinnock make them pass, them nah miss none at all.
And he made some good passes. He make some good
They're
diagonals
not as
today.
consistent as they once were. Ethan Pinnock isn't as consistent as he once was. He's more prone to making mistakes now. But in today's game, solid, made some good tackles. I think he held his ground. I think he was good at helping us keep the ball on the ground, helping us maintain control and possession over the game. So, I have to say, I'm relatively impressed with his showing in today's game.
Yeah. Ethan Pinnock was decent over the two games. He played. In the first game, it wasn't bad. Didn't have much to do, obviously. And all that he had to do, he did it well. You get me? I say we saw two different approaches. The game in New Caledonia, where we'd give them a little bit more respect and we wanted to be a bit more cagey, he did that well. When we wanted to be expressive, he did that well. He got forward when he could. The diagonals, as I say, I don't want the consistency to be a bit better, but he did it a few good ones, and that was good to see. Defensively, he was solid, he didn't make any mistakes, and over the two games, he was definitely the better of the pair, of him and Richard King, even though that wasn't hard to do. You get me? I say Richard King have to do better, but big ups to Ethan Pinnock. Another one have good showing over the two games. You get me? I say we'd always have a concede chances to Congo, and I don't think he
was completely
in any
all in the corner, all of them.
Yeah,
Bad
it was just a bad. Yeah, it
people
was just
lose them.
awful.
Even a header that was headed straight to Andrea Blake. The initial stages. Richard King losing, Ethan Pinnock losing man.
Yeah.
On that. I get me. I see them there.
We never great on the set pieces.
Yeah.
But yeah, that. Ethan Pinnock overall, it wasn't a bad performance. I gotta say it was show stopping, but it wasn't an awful performance. Richard King.
You can start.
We can't take that one at first.
Yeah.
Bro, Richard King has been so bad for Jamaica over the last couple of performances. He's been so bad. I remember watching him in the Gold Cup, brother. Give her the ball, man just a chop you up in the box. You think you're the defender, midfielder, and forward all at once. You get me? I say you think you're Mr. Jamaica. bro, I don't like it, bro. And Richard King is so much better than what he's doing. He's so much better. The man has so much more composure than him at display. And I don't know if his speed asking him to do this, to be this ball playing Van Dyke can just pick the forward. I don't know. Richard King actually a chase and assist. And I don't understand why, bro. We'll have the ball for 2-3 minutes, brother. There's a pass on the ball.
Yeah.
And Richard King get it. And me know Jamaica lose it. And in this game, he was so bad. Me say in the last game, after the video that I did after, was Richard King played his worst game for Jamaica in that game because Mr. Gigi with the ball. This game was right up there with it. As him get the ball, defensively, I can't say he was poor. When him did get a task and they need to tackle him, make the tackle him, put in some slight tackles, and win the ball back from them. Fine, defensively. But when we had the ball, he was a liability, bro. And that is not something I want to say about Richard King. In fact, that's not something I should say about Richard King because he has the ability to do much, much better than that. When we have the ball, Richard King do two things. Either the pass slappy and him turn it over, or him kick it away and turn it over.
Yeah.
Those two things is just consistent with him game over these two games. And this game did not call for that because we were trying to play. No. I understand there are times we need to turn the team. I understand there are times we need to release the pressure. But that's where you use a football IQ, bro. One, your confidence in you being able to play out. Yes, I understand that. But also, you're supposed to use a little bit more composure where you have, brother. You're supposed to use a little bit more experience. You're no longer fresh blood in this national team. You're supposed to can marshal a backline, bro. You get me? I say, have to do much, much better, brother. Stop kick with the ball. You are not the number 10. You are not supposed to be making the final pass all the time. And now you become useless because guess what? They understand what you're gonna do. So now it's not, oh, we can punch it into the midfield. Richard King will punch it into the midfield, but Richard King also I got to play a wicked ball around the back line. No. They know every time you get it, you got to try to play the wicked ball around the back line. So guess what? All your ball them bad now. Because what them do? They must keep the forward in front of them and so the ball will go over everybody's head. And it go straight to the defender. Or it go straight to the goalkeeper. You have to do better, Richard King. You have to do much, much better. Your ball playing is much better than we're seeing. And somehow, every time the camera come for you, it look like you blame somebody. And you actually I give it the ball. You get me? I say, I don't like that, bro. And I think Richard King is much, much better than he's showing. I think he was so bad today and him up there for one of the worst Jamaican players today. And that is just purely in possession. Because out of possession, I can't really fault him for us. I watch a ball with the missus and she say, yo, why would you take off King? I say, for all of the giveaway ball them I do, it actually a defend decent. You get me? I say, and so, I don't know, a King guy, a speed guy, a speed like a rock with him guy, but I think King should have done much, much better in this game. I don't know if you want to add to that or take away from it, but I was not impressed with Richard King at all over these two games. Not much more to say with that. Yeah. You get me? I just a truth, bro. I mean for killing you, but bro, you have to do better, brother. This is the biggest game of your career. You get me? I say stop kick with the ball, bro.
You have other big games.
So far, this is the biggest game. Richard King don't play a bigger game. And he's played the last 3 games Richard King played are the biggest 3 games of his career. You get me? I say, unfortunately, he did not live up to what I've come to expect from him over the last couple of games. But me not write him off Richard King, a top defender Richard King actually can play football. So get it together, ball. I tell you the truth.
We're gonna need him.
Yeah?
We're gonna need him.
We're gonna need him, of course. You see all our defenders them get old.
My captain Jamaica.
Of course Richard King might captain Jamaica. We're gonna need him, so pick it up. People, pardon the pink bottle. It's not mine. You're a Latibo there.
Latibo there. You know, I have no complaints about Latibo there. Honestly, I don't think
until 85 minutes.
I don't think Latibo there was.
But you duck and eyeball them. You find it and show
him. Not giving no much problem in the game. I think him did solid. We have him there for consolidate us defensively. Not necessarily to give us much going forward, even though sometimes he might step up, help out in the midfield. But for the most part, solid right back, doing need for the help us keep the left side of the Congo attack under wraps. And me not have much complaints about him, especially for the majority of the game.
Joel Latibo there did what Joel Latibo there is supposed to do. You get me? I say Joel Latibo there is not supposed to be an outlet for us. He's supposed to be defensively solid, helping the defense, helping the midfield, and get the ball out to the NBA, get the ball to the midfielders. And he did that well. You get me? I said, why am I say up until the 80th minute? Because it seemed like him to get tired. seemed like him that be get out of position a little bit more than I wanted him to. And him are the most complicit player in the goal. Me I try find the goal for sure, yeah, so that yeah, but the angle not great. So that's why me I try find a better angle. The angle not great. You can't look on it. Him look right under the ball. I think him this a front post. Duck right under the ball. Run out, duck under the ball. You see
A
it?
couple of people missed the head on. Oh yeah, Latte Body missed the head
Latte
on. Yeah,
Bodier
yeah,
and
yeah.
Richard King.
He missed, yeah.
I told them duck and run
No,
under the ball.
remember it clearly as day now. I look at me and say,
Duck under the ball.
Bucky ball,
Duck
man.
right under the ball. So that was in the 100 minute, but
The
but
reason why I feel misheader was
yeah,
lead to the
yeah,
goal being conceded.
short fella, short fella.
The
But
man missed the header, bro.
you missed him duck on that, bro.
Easy
You have to
header,
tell
bro.
me.
This is
Bridge into the bro.
just poor. That not
Poor.
really the height. Just
Yeah,
poor.
yeah.
It was bad football.
Half of the better.
Yeah.
Half of the better this and unfortunately that mistake led to
Easy
us
corner
conceding.
come
Just buck out the
head
ball,
height,
brother.
yeah, not much.
The ball surprised the man who scored the goal. The lick off
Yeah,
inside and go in
yeah.
and goal, bro. So
Because that not supposed to get
that
back
can't
to
bounce in
none
your
at
box. You
all.
mad?
None at all.
That can't bounce in
Too
your box.
easy. Too easy.
Can't bounce in your
It
box.
get past a line of Jamaican players, you know, miss a lot of Jamaican heads. And
And bounce.
that can't happen. Can't
Just,
happen. So that
just
unacceptable.
yeah.
With the goal we score. So definitely no come think of it. I guess I don't know if a suppression,
Mhm.
but the sequence of events leading to the goal, I guess did clear out of my head. So a
Yeah,
second. But
and
no, me I remember it a play over in my head. I remember my feelings towards that, but there easy header. Just clear the ball.
and
But
maybe it's just, as I say, you want probably give him a little bit of grace because he played well. I think
Yeah.
he was decent. He
Solid
never give away the
before
ball, him the way. So I think maybe you never want to blame him for it. But
No,
I see
that's
it and me
because
I
I
say,
never
bro,
blame him.
come on, brother.
no,
You have to win that.
better than that.
But after that, Isaac
Kid.
Kid,
Win and 50-50. Easy header that, bro.
easy header.
10
Just buck out the
out of
ball.
10. Easy
Just buck
header.
out the ball. You get me I say, Isaac Kid.
Good player. One player also in contention of my man of the match.
Mhm.
Sometimes I found that he was playing the ball back to his central defenders too much, but then again it might be because of the lack of options going forward.
Mhm.
But I definitely did see him trying to be a bridge, trying to be a conduit between the back line and the attack, sometimes opening up his body, getting the ball into Bobby Reed, getting the ball into Casey Palmer, getting the ball to the wide men, trying to make something happen for Jamaica. Also defensively, he was good. He was in the right position all the time. He was strong. He made very good tackles and he seemed to provide good coverage for our back line. I was impressed with Isaac Hayden today. And I believe that since picking him up, he's been such an asset to Jamaica. I wish he had come when he was 24 and 23 when we were initially interested in him.
Yeah.
He'd have probably kept in the team right now.
100%.
No, he wouldn't have.
No,
Because
he wouldn't have.
But
But,
he had the one of the leaders of the team
and
at
wishing him
24.
he came on at 24 and being one of the leaders of the team 100%.
Yeah, but we have 50 caps in national team now. Who knows if that probably qualify for a World Cup already?
Well, not for sure, but he probably would have 50 caps by now. Bro, Isaac Hayden, I think, complain a little bit about the backward passes. I think he found the perfect balance in the backward and forward passes, given what was presented to him. You get me? I say, I don't think him playing the ball backwards was because of him being scary. You get me? I say, never scary at all. If him see the option, he gonna pass it. He gonna punch the ball. He gonna make sure the ball get there. You get me? I say, so I think he found the balance and he always looked. We love the half turn. He look a little bit slow, so he out of position at some of the times. But bro, he make sure say he make up for that with sometimes his perfect positioning outside, out of them coming transitioning at us. When them are transitioning at him out of position, because we didn't have the ball and we just lose it fast.
Push the ball.
Yeah. But when we set, bro, positionally him good, bro. You get me? I say, so me can't complain about Isaac Hayden, bro. Isaac Hayden, good footballer, the touch is good. He might get the ball out of his feet, he might make the right passes. He's a good midfielder, they can see that. And since him coming to the team,
that the national team needed.
and every time Isaac Hayden play, the midfield look better. You see me?
Last couple of windows.
And every time him don't play, Jamaica midfield look crap again. And then when him come in, it look decent. I don't say it look great, but it definitely don't look crap.
It not look. We don't look progressive, but we definitely don't look shit, and we're not overrun.
We don't look awful like we used to.
At the middle of the park, we're not overrun.
We don't look side back like Latte Bodier as the anchor.
It's not a wild man where just break up plays. Him get in a good position, he make good tackles, but him also keep keep control of the ball
A ball
also.
player, bro.
Yeah.
I like it. I
Yep.
like it from him. Who was the next man in the midfield? Casey Palmer. I think was playing the number 8. What do you think about Casey Palmer performance today?
I think this might be one of his better performances in national team shirt. And I
Mm-hmm.
think he rose to the occasion and he definitely looked like him that intention today.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like him did want to make things happen. You can see that he was a bit more aggressive than he normally is. He was more deliberate about turning and moving forward into the midfield. He was more deliberate about trying to get passes in behind to his forward or to his wide players. Um, and me never say a lot of that. Well, sideway back, or we
Mm-hmm.
call it, the Speedy Williams. We never see a lot of that today. We saw where him open up his body, him a turn and a look and a drive and a make passes forward. And I use him wide players, both wide defenders and wide attacking players in order to transition
Mm-hmm.
the football from defense to attack. So honestly, one of his better games in the national team jersey, and I think the game was the last when he kind of started to lose his legs and then eventually was substituted off.
Yeah. Casey Palmer, bro, has so much ability.
Yeah,
Casey Palmer has so much ability, and I think coming into this game is either he took it up on himself or he got a talk from the head coach. Say, yo, we have to go through you, you know. You get me? I said in the midfield, I feel like he took the responsibility upon himself. Say, yo, if we're gonna play good today, me have to go play good today.
yeah,
You get me? I said intention is one thing we can't fault him for. Casey Palmer had all intention in the world to get a goal today, or all intention in the world to get an assist today, or all intention in the world to be the man of the match because he was playing the ball and the ball was coming to him. And especially in those half spaces, bro, the ball will come and it a stick. And I get out and put and him a play it
yeah.
forward. And him know him a check him shoulders, him know when for turn or when for play the wall pass. Him a play the pass around the corner real quick. So I like that from him. Bro, the midfield, the first 60 minutes of the game, it wasn't bad, brother. And I can't fault nobody in the midfield today for the performance. Bro, I can't fault none of the man them, brother. I think the game was just not managed well, and other than us just not being,
And just a defensive lapse.
yeah, a
Let's
defensive
because
lapse.
in spite of the game probably
But the
not
goal was
being
coming.
managed well,
The
yeah,
goal was
yeah.
coming. That told me that they scored
But
3 goals now.
bro,
2 of them offside,
them
illegal.
they well offside
But
too. You're not
yeah, he
even
never even
close.
close.
What
But
a
guess what?
good defense.
But guess what? The forward defense onside. The second one.
Yep.
If him fi onside, he might cheat.
Yeah, it might cheat, but
Him fi
because if
onside,
you never did that cheat, we'd have track him easier.
no. Even if him never cheat, him still have the 1-on-1. If him never cheat, him still have the 1-on-1. I turn over the ball in the midfield now.
Yeah,
I would the man them
it
win the
is
ball
just
and him
about
and just punch
turnovers.
it back to him, you know. You get, so if him did dip on the shoulders, or if him did, cause in between the two man them him there, he never need fair cheat. But anyways, it never scored. It was illegal. He was offside. Be better. So me can't even fault the man him for that. He was offside. The man him set them line good, good. You get me? I say, but the midfield itself, bro, can't fault it, can't knock it. I think, given the circumstances and the context, and the fact that Rudolph Speed asked the man him to do something with a week and a half of talking it, can me can't even say practicing it. Again, I say without of introducing it to them and asking them to play a little bit better and play on the front foot. Shout out to Casey Palmer. Bobby Reed.
Mr. Inconsistent, innit?
Inconsistent. Mr. Can't kick a ball in the goal. Bobby Reed can't score a goal to save him life, bro. If him not score a world, him not scoring.
I can't even see the world.
Him not coming.
I wonder if he done all of them.
It done. It done. Bro, why Bobby Reed can't kick the ball? Bro, I love Bobby Reed energy still. He tries hard. He work hard, bro. And him when the ball come to him foot, him do the safe thing. Him play the ball, him make good passes. But when him need for be a number 10, he's just not a number 10.
Yeah.
When him need for just be a late arrival in the box and just be a John Russell where we need it, bro, just kick the ball at the goal, he's just not that, bro. And unfortunately, cost us not the first. It never cost you in that first game, but he got some opportunity and it should have been a 4-0 win or a 3-0 win. Bobby Reed get a clear header. Him just buckle the ball. Bobby Reed get a next shot off him left foot, him just flips the ball like 5 yards wide of the goal. I can't understand it. The second game, you never get as many opportunities, but him that work on it wasn't a bad game from him. You know, I say him that turn, he might get the ball out and put him that play the passes forward. So that. Not much to say about Bobby Reed. It wasn't his most active game in terms of on the ball. He never do nothing special. So I can't even remember nothing for pick out and talk about him.
Yeah.
So that. Let's talk about Liam Bailey for a second. What do you think about that performance there from Chippy?
I never think him start out with any kind of energy or aggression that I wanted. You know, it look a bit safe, a bit like lackadaisical in the initial stages of the game. However, when Jamaica did develop a stronghold on the game, I think Leon Bailey kind of came to life. You know, he started to be more aggressive. He started to be more demanding of the football, get the ball and try. You know, I see him take a shot that almost went in.
Oh
Yes,
my
pretty
God, my
close.
jump up, you see, boy.
Also, him getting behind, you know, creating opportunities, make some good passes. So, one of his better performances in national shirt, you know, if I even for a 30 minutes out of the football game. Want to see more from Leon Bailey, but I think this is what we can expect from Leon Bailey for the rest of his international career.
Yeah, Liam Bailey, bro, him now have that quick burst, eh?
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing. If he make a dribble pass, a skill I gonna make him dribble pass, not pace. And me been and watch that now and make me can't see Liam Bailey push the ball past nobody. If have to do a step over first. You get me, I say so. Maybe they must size him up a little bit better. Him now get the step
And
on
that's
people.
definitely a thing where them not play him as closely until he make the first touch,
Yes.
as compared
You
to
see me?
stay close to him so he can push the ball past it and don't get that opportunity anymore.
And
And also I don't think he's as quick anymore.
he's not as
But
quick.
he don't get the opportunity.
Yeah, maybe our injuries I catch up to him. Whatever. Speaking of first touch, I mean I don't think Liam Bailey first touch go backwards.
Losing first touch, bro.
Brother, the ball a fumble,
Bro,
brother.
bro,
Every touch loose.
Leon Bailey at 23, 24, we had one of the best first touches in England, Virgin.
Brother. He must touch the ball and
Bro,
get out and foot and turn. And...
even this thing where one at a time they pass the ball over to Leon Bailey and him kind of extending foot
Yeah, dead.
and control it on him
Dead.
toe. Bro, we not see them there again, bro. He not as flexible no more, he not as agile no more, and the touch just.
And even though, and I like it a boom off and go out the say no.
Yeah,
But you have to take 2 touch to get it under control or a extra touch to get it under or you have to shape your body a certain way for pull off the ball or it's not the same. And so because of that I think him not getting as much good opportunities.
And also that prevent him from get the chance to get the drop on the defender them to use the speed on also thinking now.
Yep. And him not get no double team like one time.
Different football.
Liam Bailey I get 1v1s, bro. You get me I say and sometimes I beat them and I get past them and I try to put in crosses, but him not look as dangerous. Don't look as dangerous, but him just look like a
not the same football.
yeah, just look like a good winger.
One thing if you like, for example, Messi lose that athleticism, you know, but any weapon Messi body that ball touch that ball dead. No, even though he isn't near the same athlete.
Yeah.
I remember Messi was a freak athlete at one point in his career. He's nowhere near there right now, but technically. That don't
Superb.
Dare I say it might be even better.
Yep. Cause he have to use it more. He have to be better about it.
So
No. Nope.
And he's also not the technical genius that he once was.
Yeah. Bro. And dare I say it, bro. Me that think about Liam Bailey in the midfield for a second and then every time I think about it, me have to just shut it down. Because I guess Liam Bailey is not even a great passer of the ball. Yeah. The way that Liam Bailey passes is not they're not great. It's corner kicks. Oh my god, they're atrocious. Right? Like everything what the man used to good at, just not good at it anymore. Bro, just okay at it.
The technician, the master technician that he once was, I'm not seeing it.
If the corner kick not long, what the fuck, them always long. Why?
Or super steep.
Super to the goal, to the back post, and it just overshoot the back. Maybe I go for the goal or something, but not a great performance from Liam Bailey, and not great. It was just okay. It was just a good winger.
One of the better performances that I've seen from him in a while.
Compared to his other performances.
Yeah.
But Liam Bailey was not as dangerous as Campbell today.
No.
Liam Bailey was not as dangerous as Cephas when he came on.
When has he been?
So that may I say, like, so it was not a great performance, bro. It was just okay. It was so. It was not so. It's arguably better than so. But it was okay. It just looked like a good winger. It just looked like another good winger. Yeah, it just looked like one of them. Him look like, can't even say him look like Tyrese Campbell, because Tyrese Campbell have been way more dangerous. Speaking of Tyrese Campbell, I like the kid.
Yeah, good shout to start. Somebody definitely for the future. It make me excited. Pause.
Yeah, big pause.
I'm excited to see what he has to offer for the national team.
For sure. What I like from Tyrese Campbell is industry, work hard. You get me? I say I'm gonna defend, I'm gonna run back, and that is why even in that game, I mean, start see for a forward, brother, and play Campbell, because Campbell gonna help Webster. You get me? I say we can't have two wingers when not gonna help. Liam Bailey try still. Liam Bailey that get back and I try help. Bailey, Bailey.
But he's so bad at defending.
He can't defend, brother.
So
Can't
he try,
defend.
but he's
He
not
just
a good
and we
defender.
couldn't have two of that on the field.
Yeah.
That's why I say we start Campbell instead of Cephas as a left winger. Obviously, we have weaker teams as Cephas all day, every day. But Cephas just have to be on the field for Jamaica, bro. You can't play 2 games and Cephas play 30 minutes. You cannot. If you even play him in the head, brother. Because guess what? We forward not clinical anyways. Dangerous player. We can't go 290 minutes and Cephas play 30, bro.
They are ashamed of them shock himself. Ronaldo Cephas is our most dangerous attacking player.
Mm-hmm.
And we must be ashamed of ourselves to kind of Cephas not scoring a goal.
Yeah, Cephas.
So,
but everything good will come through Cephas, brother. No, all that, brother. We need a forward, you know?
Bro, we need everything.
Kadamate, why?
You know, say Kadamate will hold up there like him.
Can't pass, bro.
He might flick on the headers, you know, bro.
You can't pass.
And I'm so impressed by him flicking on the headers, but then
he can't pass, brother.
He can't pass in the head.
He can't pass. The ball come to him. Remember one time I would have given link up, Bobby? And him for just, it was a 1-2. And for just knock the ball to the man feet. Brother, straight to the defender, man, pass the ball. I said, dog, just pass the ball, brother. Can't pass.
If it is played on his head, he can make a good pass.
Yeah. And if him get space, if him get for run onto a ball, good. But back to goal and link up play, nothing for right home about. But yeah, that. It was just that ball at the man them. Off the bench though, Cephas was dangerous, and dare I say it, probably our most dangerous player. Cephas come on and just move couple man and just put couple cross into the box, but again the end product not the greatest. You get me? I say, whenever that final thing for him, just do the wrong thing. You get me? I say the pass is just not the greatest. Yeah, we didn't forget Cephas in front of the goal, brother, for about 3 months straight. There's a kick ball and goal. I get used to kicking ball and goal. Cephas, bro, lightning pace, trickery. Oh my God, I just wish we had much more of that.
You know what? Dare I say, I think him using head in play football too. I think he'll make good decisions.
You think so?
Yeah, like in terms of
in 1v1s.
That I mean.
Not anything else.
Alright, not end product, but in terms of alright, I'm gonna take him to the line. You know, I'm gonna take this one.
How forget me advantage?
One extra touch. You get me? I'm gonna drop my shoulder. I'm gonna cut it back. I think
1v1 is much better.
In them quick thinking moments, the way you need to put yourself in position.
Game time and see what happens. Game time and they see the worst. And when they game time for think.
When you get the ball and him run at the defenders, the decisions they make quickly for get into good attacking positions.
And when him get the
really
step now.
like it. But once him get in the box now,
and I think now.
To make that next decision now, that's where I'm so. I mean, I say make good decisions, but in terms of 1v1s, the quick choices in take, whether if you take one more touch to the line, or if you cut it back, or if you pull it back and play back the pass, or if you cut in hard. I like that from him. I think he's very effective and efficient in that regard.
Just the final ball not good.
Yeah.
You see, as I say, him get past the man in it, but see if I so fast that every time him both making final decision, him have to slow down. If I realize that, like him push it past it and then him do this. Him have to look up and slow down. Him don't know say, oh, pull the ball back to the penalty spot. Him don't that. He's like, woman for pass the ball now. Yeah. And you see that woman for pass the ball now, something there? He might make the wrong decision most of the time. But Cephas a top player, bro. Our most dangerous player. I love to see Cephas on the pitch for Jamaica. Just unfortunate, say the circumstances of these 2 games never call for it. I think had we used this approach in the first game, Caledonia get 4 or 5. Yeah. How would that create so much more?
You think him start a weaker team in a Caledonia for try?
You know what me did think? I think that was the test run. I think same that approach them that I use against Congo. So instead of asking the team for the 2 different things, him just.
No, but even with personal, you think him just there?
Yes, let's start a weaker team.
Like see how Carl look.
Yeah.
See how
because we couldn't lose the game. I think he might think that. Yeah. But also the approach to it never as I thought. But I'm clearly wrong.
No, I think the approach was probably the same, just the personal different.
You think so?
Bro,
we never try to play so. But the man never try to break the line.
Because the man didn't have the quality.
Bro, we never punch a ball in midfield so much, bro.
To who?
Eh? To who? That's what I say. It's not like we that try it and turn it over.
No man,
He was just
Karius
king of
never
kick
lose
away
this.
ball.
Karius just lose this ball in the midfield a lot in the first game.
Oh my gosh.
And Karius never did that half and nothing. Never did not half turn. He never did half when not going forward. So maybe the intention was the same as just the personal.
Could be. Could be. Have a point. Me not
A
talk about no
similar
more of the
formation.
substitution them, you know.
Yeah.
Cause you know what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Um this is gonna be probably the topic of maybe our next video or a few
Yeah.
videos down the
So
line.
what's next?
But make we just do a little surface thing. First impressions of Rudolph Speed as Jamaica national head coach. Senior men's national head coach. First impressions. Want to see more? Don't want to see no more. Let's look for a coach. Stay in the admin. Keep your advisory role. Just first impressions. Obviously, we can't use this to make the final decision. But you're intrigued?
This the performance today it piqued my curiosity. Piqued my curiosity. But also I still believe that Jamaica have enough quality to have better, bro. I don't know. Where you get the better from, where you can afford the better, I don't know.
I will try.
But there I say, I won't be as frustrated or annoyed if them give him
To Gold Cup. After Gold Cup.
if them give him after the summer. So a couple more windows.
Which summer?
After this summer, so a couple windows.
But now we're not gonna play no football.
Yeah, we are gonna play football in the fall. September window.
Oh, you mean give him till after the summer?
Give him after the summer because see what.
Oh, give him after the summer.
Yeah. So I think a Nations
Up
League
until
gonna start
when?
Nations
March when Nations League done.
League. Because see the three window them in a 2026 first.
You say give him
Like
till the end
three
of the
more
year.
window in a
But then, bro,
2026.
where that take a look? How that take a look? Cause like everybody come and give them 4-year deal and them something there, and then we give Rudolph Speed 6-month deal.
Because you have one
Like
more
you hate
left.
yourself, dog.
Steve
Self-hatred that no.
McLaren, brother. The man have look on him CV.
See, McLean never met Jamaica look so.
I look on him CV, bro. That's why them can get
Yes.
them
Rudolph
contract.
Speed now have the cashier the pool to do it.
So make us see him in a couple of windows.
I would be mad.
Make us see if him continue to play the football the same way. You know, if he can get some results in the Nations League. And, you know, next March hopefully we know our finals. And then if him can carry the Nations League finals, then we give him the Gold Cup.
We're gonna talk about it some more, but I agree with you.
Yeah.
My interest has been piqued
Because of today.
by today. I think it wasn't a bad showing as a head coach, but it also shows that he lack a little bit of the ability to get there. That are true. That are true. And with the best that I've seen from Al Grimson. But you know what the context? And me not try to go too deep in it. Brother, we get top of years, boy, bro. We get top of years, boy. So
we here to serve.
and I say we're here to serve. But we get up a years, boy. So speed probably I look on it like, bro, when you get up a years, boy. I'm just saying. Anyways, people.
Yeah, but
We don't want to do the video now, you know. We don't want to do the video now. I was a years to get up a boy.
Also, what next? And because something we don't want to talk about today, we'll not get a chance to talk about is like for Cull and if you then rebuild the team for the Nations League and for the World Cup, how that look. Who we are retain, who we are.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to do that. We need to do that. We need to write that down.
So we have some topics where we can get into.
One more thought. We're not going to make it long. Speed team selection. I'm not going to make this a thing.
Brave.
Very, very brave.
Risk.
Even squad selection too.
Squad selection.
It was brave, but this I feel so wrong for the because you like me talk about a French player right now in Whisper. I can't say a French player cause you for not make it to the World Cup. What do you need?
When me that say Kadamachi Whisper would have been the sub.
Bailey for come off I feel, bro. Liam Bailey did done. Liam Bailey for come off I feel, but him could bring on Nikolai Fuller.
I can't take off Liam Bailey off my feel now. You're hard for me.
That's true still, but no, but that are just
man wants to say hard for me.
Personal sentiment that brother or something, brother.
You see Whisper come.
I see first now, bro. I see first that, bro. Whisper off it up on the right.
You gotta try Whisper down the middle.
Just for keep Liam Bailey on the park?
Not just
for do
not just for keep him on the park, but me just.
Bro, me tell you a thing. Me no feel.
I not for keep Leon on the field. Me just could have see where Whisper's pace and ability to get him behind, and who knows, maybe my ability to take a snap shot and a left shot to get me the same size.
Just get him in front of the goal.
Power, yeah, that's how we could have see with Kadamachi.
Yeah.
And it's tall forward where powerful, we're strong. You get me, but he's more skilled than Kadamachi. He have more pace than Kadamachi. So that was my thought process when me not to keep something up on the field. Cause don't get me wrong, Seafan should have still come on and replace Leondale the same way. You get me? I say.
Yeah.
So I know if we keep Leon on the field,
As whichever way you would have do
we
it.
could have see Whisper for the match, you know, I just could have see it. Almost like flag, but not really.
But think Speed drop the ball less. I'm say it even nice selection video. Speed drop the ball less, bro. Cause you select Nikolai Fuller and Ellis, knowing that you're not gonna use them.
Yeah.
There was no way them two youth they play. But guess what, bro? Whisper, you know, even when we did play Curacao, come just a check a while ago. Both match squad, none of them never in the match day squad. They never like play, bro. It's a 27-man squad. Bring Whisper. No. In that Curacao game, me that think about it. You remember say Whisper never met the squad there either? And I did Demar drop out. I will bring in Whisper. Whisper never met the squad, you know?
Yeah.
I come in, Whisper come in, you know?
Yeah.
And guess what? People will make the squad over Whisper. Never play. And Whisper was the
impact.
So, like, what more on the need for see for stop take chances on people and keep giving him more chances?
You don't continue game more.
I'm gonna get it, bro. So Speed drop the ball there. So and today, Whisper could have been an option because
100%.
me think, bro, if Liam Bell did come off for the John Richards today, would you be upset?
No.
Come on, if Liam Bell did come on for Nikolai Fuller, me that say no, don't do that. You get me? I say, who is there in the field as an attacker? Who is there in the field as an attacker? We never even have nobody on the bench really, and truly still, you know.
No. Everybody who on the bench
Play. Everybody depend. Everybody play.
Everybody play.
So that's it. People, if you don't like the video, don't forget to like the video. Leave comments. Subscribe to Southern Sports TV.
I must do one more thing though.
Oh damn! I'm killing us, bro. And do one more thing for me, and that's the
share the video to 10 people, but get us 6 subscribers because if each and every one of you guys can manage to do that, do you know how many subscribers that gets by the end of the day, people?
Yes, but for now, this was Southern Sports TV.
Until next time.
My God.